Part two.
Let's go back.
All right, so this is called Spoken by Peter and Jase.
Oh.
This is the raw footage. Just like we bought everything. We bought an iPad. We bought new iPhones. And Jason, God bless him, is our choreographer.
I'm directing as
we went to buy him for birthdays and holidays. Just stuff that he liked, gadgety stuff. He'll be a little happy camper. I did pick out his birthday present. And I won't tell you what it is, but I said, oh, Lisa, should I buy him this or this? And then I was explaining all of this stuff, and she goes, first I said the first thing. She goes, but no, do the second thing. And I said, why? She goes, hello. So I found your birthday present. Anyway,
that's so cool. My birthday's not till November.
I buy early. You don't get it. I just buy it early. And I hide it in the house. And you never find it, trust me. I'm good. Sometimes I bring it to work and I lock it up.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
like
so this is Spoken by Peter and Jase.
Yes.
If you're just tuning in, it's about two people coming together. It's a love story. It's not the most happiest story. I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma 2 months into our relationship. And Jason, of course, was diagnosed with
schizoaffective disorder, or basically schizophrenia and bipolar disorder.
Which he was diagnosed many, many years ago.
Yes.
I was
15 years. I was 25-ish.
So we left off on part one about meeting for the first time, and that's where our love story actually begins. To where Jason lives in Schoharia. I'm a registered nurse, and Jason is, I keep forgetting your damn title. Peer engagement specialist.
I'm a peer engagement specialist for Schoharia County. And I love it, and I'll get into that another time. But keep going with the story, Hal.
So anyway, we begin this wonderful romance. And we're an hour away from each other. And for the first 2 or 3 weeks, I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we'd meet in Little Falls where we met before. Not at the diner, we went to this place called the Copper Moose, which was great. So every Wednesday, for about 2 to 3 weeks, we met.
Plug for Copper Moose, by the way. That's what
yes, it was excellent. Little Falls, New York. Yeah. So we begin this wonderful journey. And one night it was so funny. So we met, I think it was the second week that we met at Wednesday, which was your mother's idea to meet.
She did. She said,
thank you, Marcia.
Yeah, go mom. She said we should meet halfway because she knew it was horrible for me personally waiting till the weekend to see you and having to wait that whole time. So she's like, why don't you just meet on Wednesday nights or something like that?
So the second week we met, of course we talked nonstop, we texted. The most beautiful, still is to this day.
Absolutely.
Romance. And we met the second week, and it was so funny. It was a cold winter night. It was freezing. I think it was 6 degrees, something crazy.
Oh my God. It was.
We met at the Copper Moose, and we had that wonderful waitress. I wrote on the back of the check.
Yeah.
I said,
you made her Millennium.
I forgot what I wrote her. I said, you were outstanding. You love what you do.
Yeah.
It shows. So I wrote on the back of the check, because she was a wonderful waitress. Perky loved what she did for a living. And by the way, if you love what you do for a living, I don't care what you are. If you love it every day, that's all that counts. You have to do. So we both did not feel the greatest. So I'm getting sick, not knowing I have cancer. You don't feel good. You said you caught like 3 colds.
Oh my God! I totally forgot about that. This winter was hell.
We both leave that night. We didn't feel good. We had the chills. Remember? You drive home. I drive home. I come home. My living room was covered in plastic because I had a leak. I didn't know Joe was in there, and I called him. I said, Joe, what happened? He goes, oh, did you see the upstairs?
Up there.
Yeah.
There was a big old
crack.
Crack.
So my living room was covered in plastic. I called Joe. I said, what happened? He goes, oh, did you see the upstairs? I said, no, I'm still downstairs. and I don't feel good. I'm like, I want to go to bed. I look upstairs, same thing.
So sick.
Everything's taken off the bookcases, and I'm like, everything's covered. I'm like, I don't believe this is happening to my house.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take care of it. Don't just go to bed. I'm like, oh, well, you're right. I'm not doing anything, you know. And you were so sick. You texted me, honey, I'm so cold, I can't. Da, da, da. So we both went to sleep. So our journey begins. Shortly after that, we Jason starts coming every night. He says it's an hour.
Very shortly.
Very shortly.
It was
2 to 3 weeks into it.
I moved in like ish.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Unofficially moved in.
And Jason clicks with everybody, from my family to my friends to my co-workers. Everyone loves Jason. He's just this caring guy. You're welcome. So then I begin to get sicker and sicker and sicker. And I got misdiagnosed with having an infection of my lymph nodes because I was in the Caribbean. I ate, I drank. Not knowing at 43 years old I was going to be diagnosed with cancer. I haven't cried about that in a long time. That's good.
It's healing.
So I became so weak where Jason became my caregiver in a brand new relationship. I could barely get off the couch and do anything. I couldn't do anything. I didn't cook. I barely cooked. I did sit at the island. A lot of sleepless nights. The pain was getting so severe in my back. Not knowing what I have yet. Why I didn't sleep for weeks in bed. And I would come down on the couch because I had to sit straight up, not knowing this was a cancer. The lymph nodes in my whole body swelling.
This couch.
Yeah.
You were slept over there. Yeah, keep going on.
And we slept here for weeks. You know, we weren't intimate because I was in so much pain, and he stuck by me and took care of me. Getting the diagnosis, which was hard. Going through some depression for a couple weeks, crying nonstop. Then waking up one day saying, I'm going to fight this, enough feeling sorry for myself. And then I started chemotherapy, which was tough on both of us. Our emotions were high. Me and Jason had a couple arguments already, a couple snaps. And then we ended up breaking up one night over a huge fight over nothing. Well, you felt you were losing yourself. You came home 2 nights before that. And I know you were. We broke up for a month. He walked out the door. I told him to leave. We call it the timeout.
Yep.
So this is a sad part of the movie, I guess.
This is the sad part.
Take over.
This is the sad part. Ultimately, and didn't feel like it was for us that it was quick, but ultimately looking back, quickly, it got better. It got a lot better. And it brought us to this point here. And we're going to get into a lot more depth of this story as we go. And we're going to come back and forth and do a lot of different things in these videos.
Yeah, we're going to have flashbacks of life and stuff like that. But ultimately we call it the timeout. And I remember going to my doctor's appointment one day. So I see an oncologist every 2 weeks. I'm going through chemotherapy. First one I was so sick. Second one I was better. This time nothing. And that's another story. And I was I had both of my doctors in the room one day. And they go, Pete, you seem kind of down. I said, do a lot of relationships break up over cancer? Well, they're both looking at the computer at my lab work. They turn around and they go, no, well, sometimes, but not usually. Why? And I go, me and my partner broke up. And they go, oh, Peter. I'm like, it's okay. They go, how long has it been? I said, a week. Well, he may come.
Which was too long.
I know. He said he may come back. So anyway, so we went through the timeout period, which was hard on both of us. But one thing we knew is that we loved each other. And our very good friend Anita, texted him behind my back. She'd tell me, I'm texting. I go, leave it alone. It's over. We're not talking about it. Leave it alone. So she would text him.
Thank you, Anita.
I know, thank you, Anita.
Ultimately, she wasn't very happy.
And me and Anita, you know, she's another one like a mother to me.
Absolutely.
We talk daily, every night. When we're not together, we're on the phone at night, 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing, honey? So, Anita called me one night. Oh, it was 2 weeks after or something. She's like, Peter, you love him. I said, yeah, Anita. Out of anybody, Jason, I love him. You gotta go back. I go, I don't. I'm gonna try. I'll text him. I'm gonna text him now. God knows. I need it. I was like, no.
We love her so much.
So then, me and Jason both had several spiritual signs. Which one do you want? How do you?
Oh my gosh.
The spiritual signs
connection.
Amazing.
Where are we? The spiritual connection of Peter and I is palpable.
Yeah. Nice word. I like that word.
And the thing is, here I'm going to go to this side. The thing is, I think that's what's intensified our relationship and made it happen so quickly in the first place. Everything about our relationship
was quick.
Our joining, our meeting for the first time, quick. Our falling in love was like immediate, quick. The cancer happened quickly.
Everything.
My moving in happened quickly.
The divorce happened quickly.
The timeout. The timeout. The timeout happened.
Gay people love to say
quickly.
Divorce.
And then you know what? Yes.
We do. Divorced.
Divorced. But you know what? Ultimately, we came back quickly too.
Yeah.
And now things are right. All is right with the world. I like saying that line because it feels that way now that Peter and I are back.